Hello, hello. This is Myra Johns. It is September 23rd, 2020, and it is Wednesday. How are y'all doing? I am in North Louisiana, and it is raining. It has been raining for 2 days, pretty good, but we needed it. I know down south, not so much, but I don't know what the weather's like down there, but I know they did not need any more water coming down, that's for sure. So I just want to start off, just say hey, and I hope everybody's doing good and adjusting to hopefully fall. Hopefully it won't be 110 degrees next week here, but you never know, it might be. That's how we roll in Louisiana. So I just wanted to plug St. Jude's 5K run walk marathons coming up. I have the link on my page if you want to join, if you want to donate. It's all for the children. It's for St. Jude's. You can sign up to do the run or the run walk on a 5K or a 1K, or you can donate. There's different categories like that, and you can pick a team to be on, and this is all for St. Jude's. And my second cause, which I talk about every time I make a video, is that I want to help women who are getting ready to get out of jail, who need, or maybe even freshly out of jail, who need a little help finding a place to live, like a 3/4 house or a halfway house, sober living homes. They have those all over this parish and the surrounding parishes. There's some really good houses for women, and they do a lot of good. So I know they talk about a lot of this in the jails and have different programs to get the women ready to be released. And that's all great, and hopefully that works out for everyone. But if in the event that there's a woman who has learned some skills in jail, done work release, and the job was only for an in-jail work release job, you know, they may not have a position when they get out. So what I'm offering to do is, if anyone has a friend or family member that needs some phone calls made, you know, to help look for somewhere to call home for a little while, because some jails won't let you leave if you don't have an address to go to. And that's the same with the job. And I will say this, I can't vouch for people coming out of jail. I don't know, and I don't know how they work or the work ethics. But I will say, and I will make phone calls, and I will say there's someone getting out of jail who desperately needs a job, and it will help in keeping that person from reoffending. That's kind of it in a nutshell. So if you feel like I can help you in that direction, hit me up on Messenger. My Facebook Messenger is Myra Johns on Facebook. And so that is that. Okay, so a lot of people ask me about my age and my beauty secrets or whatever. No secrets. Basically 3 things. It's not a secret. It's all over the news, all over everywhere. Everybody knows. I eat right. I drink right. I drink a lot of water with lemon, and I exercise. I'm not over the top right now. I got a lot going on with, and so does everybody else, and that's a big reason why a lot of people don't exercise. But what I'm saying is, I exercise minimal right now. I want to be over the top exercising. So I'm trying to take care of some things so that I can get into that situation where I can exercise more. I like to go to the gym twice a day. And I have done that some. It's just hard having a child doing that. He's my number one, and you know, if I have to do something to take care of him and I miss the gym, I miss the gym. But I run at home. I run around the block. I do what I can with weights at home. So anyway, it's no secret. Stay moving. You know, if you like to watch stuff on your little iPads or your phones, you like to watch shows or your cooking shows or whatever, walking and running in place, you can do that. Or you can put it on your TV and you can exercise in front of your TV. And it's not hard. It might be hard to, it's really not hard to start. You just have to do it. And then you have to just do it again the next day. I think it's a mental thing in your mind. That's what's hard. But you feel so much better. And like, be easy on yourself. Rome wasn't built in a day. Try, you know, time yourself. Get you a Fitbit. It takes me about 15 minutes to jog a mile. It takes me about 20-ish to power walk a mile. So take those numbers and do a little bit at home and watch the clock, and then just add to it. And then if you can get you a Fitbit and count your steps, there's roughly, you can look all this up, and you can go by the size of your stride about your steps, but there's roughly 2,000 average person steps in a mile. Because you know, if you get yourself out there running or walking, power walking every day, well, if it rains, what you gonna do then? You still need to exercise. Get something, motivate yourself. Do a little dance. Dancing is good exercise. I love to dance. So those are, like I said, those are no secrets, but those are things that I do. And I hate glasses. I'm not meant to wear glasses. Excuse me. So, like I said, I drink a lot of lemon water. I eat a lot of yogurt. I eat a lot of boiled eggs. I scramble eggs, but I don't add anything to my scrambled eggs. I make plain oatmeal. I make oatmeal, make enough for the week, and throughout the week I'll grab a little bit out, add a little bit of water or milk and reheat, and then I'll add, you know, raisins or cinnamon, different toppings, maybe a little peanut butter. Peanut butter is really healthy in moderation, so it's got a lot of protein and it's good for you. So those are some of my, oh, and also this is gonna sound crazy, but I get a lot of this stuff from very reputable, healthy television talk shows, because I used to think, oh my gosh, it's so expensive to eat healthy, but then I start realizing these people are saying buy frozen greens, buy canned vegetables. Guess what? That's not that expensive. So I keep frozen greens, kale, broccoli, all that spinach. I keep it canned too. Well, they don't make canned broccoli, but they make a lot of canned goods. They're very healthy for you. You can always have them on hand. And I know it's like not the Southern way to eat canned greens, but guess what? That's what I do. I'm not trying to be in front of the stove all day trying to cook greens. I mean, it'd all be nice if I could, but I can't. And I keep greens. I always have a little greens. I had greens with my grits just a little while ago. You can take canned tomatoes, or you can have fresh tomatoes are easy to come by, and you can always just chop some up, throw them in your omelet, throw them in your grits, just throw them on your plate and put a little dressing, just a hint of something, and just some fresh tomatoes. It doesn't all have to be a big dramatic meal. You can do little small meals throughout the day and eat when you're hungry and try to figure out what it is your body is hungry for. If you're going down, you probably need carbs. If you're not lasting long, you know, protein. Just go, actually you can go talk to somebody more professional than me about this. Go to 5 Star or a nutrition store and have them help you keep up with what you're doing throughout the day and how you keep a diary. As you're changing your eating habits, your body's going to be, possibly dragging sometimes, even though they say eating healthy and working out is supposed to make you feel better. Your body's going to change. And there's different things that you're going to need to give you energy, and it's not just coffee or it's not candy or sugar. You're going to need to learn about, what carbs to eat when, what to eat before bed. That's a big thing. I've learned a lot about eating certain things before bed. But anyway, I like to use canned carrots. I like to use canned beans. I like to use canned chicken broth. Chicken broth is so canned beans are all these are so good for you, and just so easy. And you open a can of carrots, throw some on your plate, mash them up, put them in, or throw them in a soup. They add great stock to soup. That's canned vegetables. Another thing, y'all gonna think I'm just so not Southern, but I really am Southern. But I'm tired of standing in the kitchen trying to make stuff. So what I do is I'll get cans of beef stew. I'm not gonna say the brand, but y'all know the good brands like beef stew with country vegetables or chicken with country vegetables, and I'll start it with that, and I'll throw me some more carrots, and I'll throw me some more peas, and I'll stock it up a little bit, and I'll eat on it for a couple of days, and maybe even add a little more chicken broth. But it has that good base flavor to it. I know I'm cheating, but that's what I do. These are things that people ask about what I do. This is what I do. And somebody else is doing it too, because they sure be selling all that stuff in the grocery store, and it gets pulled off the shelves. People are eating it. And so, next on my video, we're going to talk about football. Hey, how you like this? How you like me now? Guess what? I'm a Saints fan. Who dat? Can you tell? Oh, woo. Yes, I know we lost the other night. Guess what? I'm still a Saints fan.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. Check your Wi-Fi network connection by going to...
Oh, I had a little message. So anyway, the Saints are playing the Packers Sunday night football in New Orleans. Saints are 1-1 and the Packers are 2-0. So guess what? I'll never bet against the Saints. Who dat? For life. And let's say we're gonna beat them Packers. Who dat? Sunday night football. Saturday, LSU versus Mississippi State at Death Valley at 2:30. Limited attendance on college footballs. ULM is playing UTEP, which is the University of Texas at El Paso. ULM is playing at home. Limited attendance. I'm sorry, my son's walking in and he is causing me a little disruption and I'm messing up on my video.
Ripstick.
So Louisiana Tech is playing HBU, which is Houston Baptist University, at home at Ruston at 6 o'clock. By the way, ULM, I didn't get the time. LSU game is at 2:30. And in Louisiana, until Phase 4, no high school football. Ugh. I'm ready for some high school football. So one thing, my hot topic today, being that it's football season now, it's always some kind of sports season and always competitions going on and championships and whatnot. I wanted to talk about good sportsmanship. And I'm going to talk about it. I have been taught since I was a little girl, because I've been an athlete since I was a little girl, or my brothers were athletes, or my uncles, or my cousins, or my daddy, or whoever. We were always involved in sports in some kind of way. Or spelling bees, or like field day at school, or just different little contests in our classrooms against each other. Board games. It's always a little bit of competition, and so there's always a need for good sportsmanship. And believe it or not, when you're learning how to play those board games, when you're a little kid and you're playing with each other and you're laughing and cutting up, that's sportsmanship. When you go to a spelling bee and you win, and that girl that lost against you walks up and hugs your neck, that's good sportsmanship. It's like, hey, that was great. You challenged me, and you made me rise above to try to beat you, and you won. That's great. That is good sportsmanship. And so when I was young, always after the softball games, we'd walk across the field and tag everybody's hands. Good game, good game, game, game. You know, we talked smack during the games, but those were always girls that we went to school with. Those were our friends we were playing against. You know, on Saturday, or when we played every day a lot of times, but we would practice together. We would throw the ball together after school, even if we were on different teams. That's good sportsmanship. You don't rub it in if you won. You don't whine and say you cheated if you lose. It's kind of something that you're taught when you're young. All right? So then you got, let's say, flag football. This is the little bitty boys. All them boys go to, and wee ball and t-ball. Those kids go to school together when they're little. And all those kids are busted up in the teams, and so they're friends in these neighborhoods, in these schools. So we don't need to teach them bad sportsmanship. We're going to teach them good game, and way to go, that was a good shot. Or like, especially if you're a parent and the other team, there's a child hurt, or the other team's child threw it to the wrong person. It's like, oh no, you know, you want that child to do good because that's your friend's son or your friend's daughter or your neighbors or something. And that's all about good sportsmanship. So, and then it kind of gets a little bit into the junior high. All right, so these boys in junior high, or girls, basketball teams, softball teams, they've been playing either with or against the same people as they did they're on the same team now, because the schools are feeding into these bigger schools. So guess what? Those teams, those girls that you played against when you were little, they're on your team now. They're your friends still. So why would you like form something bad back in the day and then all of a sudden you're supposed to be friends? It's all about good sportsmanship. Good job. Even if it's like, oh my God, they struck out. What is wrong with this girl today? She can't hit a ball. But you don't say that when she comes in the dugout. It's like, oh, it's okay. You're gonna do it next time. Just let's get this together. You're gonna do it. Just hang on. You're gonna get it next time. You know, you just don't rub it in their face that they're having a bad day on the field. And then you go to, the bigger high schools. And then again, you got the football teams. Those boys grew up playing against each other. Junior high, tackle 1, tackle 2, all the way down to flag. And now all of a sudden they're all on the same team. And then it goes on to college, and then it goes on to the NFL and the big professional teams. And my point is, I think there's more bad sportsmanship in the fans than there are in the teams, because I've watched these people during the games cut up with each other. I know sometimes you can hear them cuss at each other, but you see them elbow and what's up and all this. If you pay attention, some of these players got class. They were taught good sportsmanship. Some of them hop around different teams and they used to be on another one. That person they're playing against, they might have been on their team the year before. They know these people, and they're playing against them and they want to whoop them. But they look and they know when their opponents are doing good, and they recognize and they give them props. That's good sportsmanship. So all this yang about, oh, you like Dallas? Oh, you like the Falcons? Okay, those are our rivals. My daddy's probably gonna kill me for saying this on this video. Well, I don't necessarily like the Falcons, but I don't always wish bad on them. I know there's been some bad blood between us, or whatever, and some people have had some really tacky things go on in different cities with different teams. But okay, so if you don't like them and they didn't play them, we wouldn't have anybody to play. And then you have opponents, and the better the opponents are, the better you have to be, so they actually drive you to be a better team. So anyway, I don't know, I'm just kind of ranting. It just kind of bothers me that grown people, it's fun to sit in front of a TV. Oh, you know what? I love it when I go to a football party and watch a football game on TV, and there's always that one or two people that are for the other team, and it's just fun. And it sucks for them if they lose, but guess what? You got 10 people over here. What if those 10 people lose and those two people's team won? Now that's funny. But it happens, it ain't nothing to worry. We're crying over. Those guys, they lost, but they're making good money. They're making good money to win or lose. So it's all in fun. It's good, healthy camaraderie. And I say, I love my Saints. I love them. And of course I want them to go to the Super Bowl and I want them to win. But I just want all the fans to respect themselves and what they do and what they say to other people at the end of the day. And I really feel like these professional players have made their way to those positions by being respectable athletes on some level. So I know I could have been a quarterback if I was a guy, and I'm just saying, if I was called up, I would get out there and try. I'm just saying I would, but probably not going to happen. But I know those guys are good athletes, and they can do some major stuff on that field for 2 hours plus some, all sweating and still working out and running. Who can do that at some of these guys' ages? Anyway, that's my rant for today. I want y'all to go on my Facebook and find the link to the St. Jude's Walk Run Marathon. I believe it's in October. You can sign up. I'm going to post it again today, so it'll be there today. And like I said before, if anybody needs me to make some phone calls to maybe a halfway house or find some places that may be able to find a place, a church or something that may be able to help somebody coming out of jail with a place to live for a little while, you hit me up on Messenger and I will definitely help make some phone calls for you. Y'all have a good night and I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace. Love, Myra.